let's focus in here on our next guest, who happens to run the world's largest door-to-door cosmetics seller. That's, of course, Avon. And that company's foundation, the Avon Foundation, is the largest corporate foundation for women in the world. Today, that company announced a partnership with NGO Vital Voices and the U.S. State Department at an event in Washington. They're working together to help combat violence against women. To tell us more about that and how economic empowerment factors into this is Andrea Jung. She's chairman and CEO of Avon. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is an exciting initiative. Tell me a bit, as we celebrate International Women's Day and Week here, the importance of helping these female consumers around the world. What are you looking at in terms of economic empowerment?
Good morning. It's nice to be with you. Well, certainly as we come off of International Women's Day, it's an important week for the company because we consider ourselves obviously the company for women and the leading company in terms of economically empowering women. We came out of an economic recession last year in 2009, empowering more women than ever in our history with the opportunity to earn, and certainly the thought of being the solution in the world when jobs are being lost or there are tough family times. This has really been an important moment for the company in terms of furthering that very original thought of economic empowerment. It's never been more important than now.
The financial health of all consumers is in a difficult state right now. When you just mentioned employment there, when you look at women and the health of the consumer base that you have right now, I mean, where would you say we are?
I think it's an interesting moment. I think there's a new normal or an inflection point for consumer spending. Female consumers are trading down. I think it is something along the neighborhood of 30% of women around the world have actually traded down, and obviously they're saving more. So saving patterns and the desire to save is important. It's probably never more so, and I think the fear of the economy has caused and forced that behavior, which I think is good so humanity-wise. From a consumer point of view, I think it's about innovation and value. And if brands, and certainly we have found that at Avon, are able to deliver and offer great innovation, but at affordable value, it's really been a healthy thing and a good thing in this economy. And so that's what we're seeing in terms of women and their spending patterns.
And those spending patterns around the world, I mean, you're active in some of these emerging markets as well, in Asia, in South America, you're also quite active. Tell me about that. I mean, how is that consumer acting differently in this environment than here in the U.S.? Are they also trading down? Are you seeing any robustness there?
I think there's been more robustness in some of the developing and emerging markets. Latin America has been a very healthy part of our portfolio. Our business in Brazil is a very robust and large business for the company, and we've certainly seen continued consumer spending in that market. Value is important, but we've done very well with some of the higher priced products in skincare and fragrance, so that market seems to be rebounding somewhat and healthy. You've got some of the other emerging markets like Russia over in Eastern Europe, where again, after a very tough 2009, green shoots and some signs of stabilization in 2010. So I think that certainly it's better than it was a year ago. The consumer is slowly coming back, but she does care about value and she does care about savings.
There's a real debate right now about just whether this recovery, as it appears to be right now, has real legs to it. What has you worried when you look at your consumer base around the world? What could be the factor that could tip us either way here?
Well, I think the level of unemployment, generally speaking, is still probably the lasting concern. The fear of or the reality of unemployment and jobs creations obviously is the most important thing to, I think, stimulate consumer spending. For us at Avon, though, the opportunity to empower women through independent earnings opportunities in case the unemployment rates still stay tough, it's been a great bet. Those are great opportunities for us to continue to give the message out that direct sales in Avon is a wonderful way to earn in this economy.
All right. Thank you so much. Andrea Jung joining us today from Washington, Chairman and CEO of Avon, making an announcement there about the Avon Foundation and receiving an award, we should say as well. Congratulations to you later on from Vital Voices.